Have you ever felt like the world is constantly out to get you? Like every little thing, from a spilled coffee to a thoughtless comment, is a personal attack designed to ruin your day? I want to tell you a story about a man named Rahim. He used to be just like that. The slightest inconvenience would set him off. A long queue at the store, a driver cutting him off in traffic. For Rahim, these weren't just annoyances, they were personal insults. He lived in a constant state of frustration, always ready to point a finger and blame everyone and everything around him for his unhappiness. His world was a battlefield, and he was a warrior fighting a never-ending war against, well, everything. One day, feeling completely drained by his own anger, Rahim decided to seek some peace. He journeyed to a quiet monastery nestled in the hills. There, he met an old monk with a serene smile and eyes that seemed to hold the wisdom of a lifetime. Rahim poured out his frustrations, explaining how unfair the world was, how people were constantly provoking him, and how he couldn't help but get angry. The monk listened patiently, letting Rahim empty his heart of all its bitterness. When Rahim finally fell silent, exhausted from his own tirade, the monk spoke softly. "Anger," he said, "is like holding a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. In the end, you are the one who gets burned." These words struck Rahim like a lightning bolt. He had always seen his anger as a weapon he used to defend himself, to push back against the world. He never considered that this weapon was burning him from the inside out, scorching his own peace and happiness long after the person who angered him had moved on. The monk continued, "When someone throws mud at you, you have a choice. You can stand there and let it hit you, getting dirty and upset. Or you can simply step aside and let the mud fly past, leaving you clean and calm." This simple analogy opened Rahim's eyes. He realized that for his entire life he had been choosing to stand in the path of the mud, letting every negative word and action from others splatter all over him. He was choosing to get dirty. The monk explained that our minds are like a pot of water. When something upsets us, it's like turning up the heat. Our emotions start to bubble and boil, and in that state of turmoil, we can't see clearly. We can't find peace. The boiling water distorts everything. We make rash decisions, say things we regret, and escalate small problems into major conflicts. The key, the monk said, is to learn to turn down the heat. We must learn to respond, not just react. A reaction is instinctive, a knee-jerk, emotional outburst. It's the boiling water. Response, on the other hand, is a conscious choice. It's taking a moment to breathe, to let the water settle, and to see the situation with clarity. When you stop reacting instinctively, you stop giving others the remote control to your emotions. You take back your power. Think about it. When you lash out because someone said something hurtful, who really wins? They've managed to disturb your peace. They've successfully passed their negativity onto you. By reacting, you are essentially telling them, "You have control over my happiness. You can make me angry whenever you want." It's like handing the keys to your inner sanctuary to a complete stranger and hoping they'll be careful with them. But why would we ever do that? Our inner peace is our most precious possession. It's the foundation of a happy and fulfilling life. We wouldn't hand our house keys to just anyone, so why are we so quick to hand over the keys to our minds? Inspired by the monk's wisdom, Rahim began his practice. It wasn't easy at first. Old habits die hard. The next time a driver cut him off, his first instinct was to honk his horn and shout. But then he remembered the monk's words, the hot coal, the choice to step aside. Instead of reacting, he took a deep, slow breath. He focused on the air filling his lungs and then slowly leaving his body. He felt the heat in his chest begin to cool. He didn't honk, he didn't shout. He simply let the other car go and continued on his way. In that moment, he felt a flicker of something new, a sense of control, a sense of peace. It was a small victory, but it felt monumental. He started applying this practice to every area of his life. When a coworker made a sarcastic comment, instead of snapping back with a witty retort, he would pause, breathe, and choose to walk away or change the subject. When an argument with a loved one started to escalate, instead of raising his voice to be heard, both calmer, he learned that true strength wasn't about having the last word or winning an argument. True strength was the ability to remain calm when the world was trying its best to shake him. It was the quiet power of choosing peace over being right. This journey taught Rahim a fundamental truth. We cannot control the world around us. We can't stop people from being rude. We can't prevent problems from arising. Can't build a perfect, frustration-free life. That's an impossible goal. But what we can control, 100% of the time, is our reaction to these things. We can stop giving them the power to steal our joy. The rude comment is just words until we allow it to fester in our minds. The traffic jam is just a delay until we let it fill us with rage. The power doesn't lie in the event itself. It lies in our interpretation and reaction to it. Every single moment offers us a choice. Choice to react and give away our power, or a choice to respond and protect our peace. Every time you choose to take a breath, instead of lashing out, you are strengthening your inner calm. Every time you choose to walk away from a pointless argument, you are building your resilience. It's a muscle that gets stronger with every use. This isn't about suppressing your emotions or becoming a robot. It's about acknowledging your feelings, the anger, the frustration, the hurt, and then consciously deciding not to let them dictate your actions. It's about becoming the master of your inner world, not a victim of the outer one. So, the next time you feel that familiar heat rising, that urge to react, remember Rahim, remember the hot coal, remember the choice to step aside, take a deep breath, feel the water in your mind begin to settle, see the situation with new clarity. You are the only one who holds the key to your own peace. Don't give it away so easily. Choose to respond. Choose calm. Choose strength. Thank you for watching, and I hope this story brings a little more peace to your day. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content to help you build a stronger, calmer you.